Hello, everybody. This is the campaign that I was talking about in my video that's not uploaded yet. So, um, we're going to decide on... We're going to make characters, and then we're going to decide on what sort of campaign we want to run. Because I've seen GMs run the whole show too many times, and I don't like it quite as much. So I'm going a little bit more experimental with this and putting it on YouTube. So if you all would like to introduce yourselves, Josh, you can go first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Joshua. Either way is fine. Yeah, what do you want me to say, Adam?
Anything you want. If you don't want to say anything else, that's perfectly fine.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I DM a Dungeon World group. I've been doing that for about 3 months. I played Pathfinder before. I'm not super experienced at it, but I played Pathfinder. I played D&D 3.5. But I'm mostly a Dungeon World DM, so I'm really interested to see how this Pathfinder group's going to go. I'm interested in the new classes from the Advanced Class Guide as well, so that'll be cool.
I agree. Brian, you can go next.
I'm Brian. I started off in 3.5 and played that for a couple of years before I went to Pathfinder, and I like Pathfinder so much better.
Yeah.
I've DM'd a couple of games, and they went all right. Played a few games, which went better, I think. So I like being play a little more than I like being a DM, because DMing is hard. That's about all I got. Yeah.
And Diabri, you are the next person.
My name is Diabre. I've never played Pathfinder before. This will be my first experience, and I'm looking forward to see what I get out of it.
Awesome.
He's also the person that gave me the camera that I use all the time in my filming of things.
Thank you, Diabri.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you made it possible.
Okay. You've all talked with me so far about what kinds of characters you guys would like to play. Josh mentioned an elven arcanist, I believe.
Cool.
Yep.
He was doing a wizard before, and since the new class guide came out, with his backstory, we decided that an arcanist would be a better fit. And Brian, I think you're doing Tiefling Rogue.
Yep.
And Diabri, we were talking one time about doing a Vudrani Monk of the Four Winds. And if you're not familiar so far, Vudrani it's basically the Pathfinder equivalent of people from India. So they believe in reincarnations and thousands of gods and that sort of thing.
Got it.
Nice. So human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I suppose where we should go first is, since we've got the races and the classes sorted out, let's go ahead and go to... There's like a specific order for these things. Wow, what's that doing? Okay. Let's consider what sort of skills your character has. Diabri, since you're new, I'm probably going to be running your character sheet. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
That way you don't get like super bogged down in the rules right away, and I can just kind of gradually introduce you to it.
That's fine. What do I need to do for that? Or are you just gonna do it?
I'll just ask you questions, and then
Okay.
depending on how you answer, I'll build your character that sort of way. Okay. What sort of skills do you guys have in mind so far?
For me, probably classic rogue skills, lockpicking, stealth, that sort of thing. Plus various other, because rogues get skills out the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look very quickly. I have it somewhere else.
Yeah, this is going to be... I feel like this is going to be more like a just shout out what sort of ideas you have sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh. So we're like brainstorming, kind of?
Yeah. Diabri, for you, let me explain what skills are. Skills are kind of like anybody can do these sorts of things, but some people will be better at them than others. There are things like some people are better at lockpicking. Other people are better at jumping over large distances.
Yeah. Okay. So I think for my skill, I think I kind of want to focus on like use magic device and also like knowledge, all the knowledge skills sort of.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Apparently, fly is a class skill, but I don't see where I'll be flying that often, so at least not
Well,
at first
fly is
level.
a spell at later levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not
not
at
first
first level.
Yeah, fly's useless at first. Unless
All
you're
I'll
a
be
bird.
doing at first level is believing I can fly.
Mhm.
Hey, Adam,
This is the first episode, guys. I won't sing yet.
Yeah, Diabri, go
Take
right
the
ahead.
fly
You've got
skill.
the floor.
No, I was asking, could you give some examples? Could you guys give some examples of some different types of skills? Maybe classes?
Sure. You've got your acrobatics, which is jumping over things. You've got appraise, which is... I've got a sheet right next to me. You've got appraise, which is sort of like appraising items. Bluff, which is lying. Climb, that's climbing things. Craft is being able to make a certain item. Diplomacy, being able to convince people. A bunch of things like that.
I want diplomacy for my
Okay.
character.
Ooh.
Diplomacy is a good one.
Did you want me to keep going through there and just have you shout out when you want one?
Yes,
Okay.
if you care with that.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. Disguise, being able to disguise yourself.
Okay.
Disable device, being able to either like, say like, it's either like lockpicking or being able to like unscrew like a cartwheel or something like that. So then
Yeah.
like when somebody starts moving their wagon, the wheel just falls off. There's a lot of
Okay.
different uses for that. Escape artist, which is kind of like getting out of straitjackets or moving through small spaces.
That one sounds cool.
Did you want that one?
Did I just lose audio of you guys?
No,
I-
I can still hear you.
I can
Okay.
still hear Josh and Brian, but I can't hear Diabri.
I think Diabri's having problems with the call.
Yeah, he said he
Yeah.
was going to because he's using his phone and his phone is a little bit fickle.
Yeah, it shows a loading icon on my screen there.
hmm
Mm.
I'm going to go... Oh dear.
Oh, that doesn't sound
Dish.
good.
I'm going... I could go into chat, but... Aha! I have an idea. I have him as a friend on Facebook. I'm going to Facebook him.
That works.
Because I don't want to move around all the screen regions because then everything falls apart.
Yeah. While we're waiting, I actually had a question.
Sure.
How are we doing the stat generation?
Ooh. Ooh.
15 point buy.
Okay.
That's how I usually like to do things because it's balanced.
Cool.
Did you see something interesting?
I'm just playing with the point buy calculator. If I were to ask exceptionally nicely, could we go to high fantasy at 20 points?
That would be fine since we're kind of designing this campaign around what everybody else wants. So if Josh,
I
you're fine
admit
with
I'm
that.
greedy for points. I admit it.
That's okay.
Interesting. Huh.
And if not, that's fine. That's cool.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. It's whatever you guys want to do. Because I mean, if you guys get more points, that means I get more points too. But I think like I don't know. Like if you'll have a hard as long as you can balance for like balance the power for high fantasy, I'm okay.
Right.
That's my only thing. So yeah, if you can do that, then I'm fine.
Okay. High fantasy it is then.
Chaotic Campaign is the most beautiful YouTube channel in the world. Remember to like, subscribe, favorite, comment, and make weekly religious offerings unto the great God of a man, that would be the creator of this YouTube channel. You are a valued customer, I mean viewer of this channel, and your feedback is very important to us. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Click the links on the screen at your leisure while letting the serendipitous sound of word polka music warm your ears like water from a waterfall downstream of a natural hot spring.